So now it's my pleasure to introduce the folks sitting behind me and ask them to come forward and provide some of their perspectives. And I will introduce each in turn. So first, it's a real pleasure for me to introduce the first speaker, Mr. David Klaus. David is currently serving as Deputy Undersecretary for Management and Performance in the Department of Energy, serving as the Chief Operating Officer for the department and having oversight responsibility for DOE's Environmental Management Program. He has spent over half of his 35 years in Washington in public service, and this, in fact, is his second tour of duty with the Department of Energy. Prior to joining the department, he spent the last 12 years working with nonprofit and multilateral organizations on trade, transportation, environmental, and economic issues. We are certainly glad to have him back among the ranks of the leadership in the Department of Energy, and please welcome Mr. David Klaus.
Thank you, Terry, and thank you to everyone who's here to celebrate this great occasion. I'm pleased to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Savannah River National Laboratory as one of the department's national laboratories leading our institution's work on scientific innovation in the United States. I'd particularly like to thank Senator Graham, Senator Scott, Congressman Wilson, all of the other distinguished attendees for this event for joining us here today. I'd also like to say that it is for me a particular honor to represent the department, Secretary Moniz and Deputy Secretary Poneman here, and to be able to speak on their behalf. But I'd also like to share with you that others have come with me to join in this celebration. Tim McLeese, who is the Chief of Staff for Deputy Secretary Poneman, is here with me. Dave Huizinga, the Acting Assistant Secretary for Environmental Management. We have two Deputy Assistant Secretaries here, Ken Pica, Mark Gilbertson from Environmental Management, and we have a host of other folks who have come down to help join in recognizing this great event. Secretary Moniz and this administration recognize the transformative power of science, research, and development. Through science, we continuously find ways to do more with less. As we are in an increasingly challenging budget environment, that is not only an important thing to do, it is a necessity. That is what the Savannah River National Lab helps do for the Environmental Management Program. The Savannah River Nuclear Solutions, operated by the Savannah River Nuclear Solutions, the laboratory has helped EM and the department identify, develop, and deploy innovative technologies to solve our complex Cold War cleanup challenges. Last year, for example, the Environmental Management deployed a next-generation solvent in the radioactive cesium extraction process. It was an advancement that the Savannah River National Lab and a team of partners developed and helped apply in making the environmental cleanup program work better. That program saved approximately $1.3 billion and reduced the overall cost of that mission by about 30%. That's the type of savings we need. A few years ago, SRNL was honored for inventing a technology that uses green chemistry to help microbes break down contaminants in soil before they reach the groundwater. The technology treats chlorinated solvent contamination in the Vidos zone, an area, obviously not a scientist, I like to say. My science classes is where I met the football team. But the contamination basically helped resolve a continuing source of groundwater. The laboratory has been a consistent contributor to EM's success over the past decade. But we face consistent challenges in the future. As Dave Huizinga pointed out earlier today, we've been working at the Environmental Management Challenge for about 25 years, and we probably have at least that, if not about $200 billion worth of challenge left in front of us. We cannot accomplish that goal if we don't do it in an effective, innovative way. The Environmental Management Program is responsible for the world's largest cleanup. And the technologies that we find and invent here are important not just for us, though, but they are important for the rest of the world. And I think we need to look no further than the important role that the Savannah River National Lab is playing in helping Japan and the challenge of resolving Fukushima to understand that the technologies that are invented here are going to have application around the world. We also need to recognize that as much as the department's challenge of cleaning up the Cold War legacy has been a challenge for us, it seems that we've not made much progress. We actually are ahead of the curve with regard to the rest of the world. Over time, the rest of the world is going to have to face the challenges that we are facing today. And it is through the innovation and the technologies that are developed here at the Savannah River National Lab that the rest of the world will be able to achieve the cleanups that are necessary around the world. SRNL's science, technology, and innovation, as well as the lab's leadership, will also help us compete internationally. This administration believes that the future for this country is an innovation economy. We need to be able to innovate better. We need to bring those innovations to market. And the core of our innovation system is the National Laboratory System. And the Savannah River National Lab is a key component of that. All of the employees and partners involved in the work at the Savannah River National Lab over the past decade have much to be proud of, and we thank you for that work. Through the ongoing efforts of scientists, engineers, and other professionals, the Savannah River National Lab has provided over $2 billion in complex-wide savings to date for the Environmental Management Program. The laboratory's research has been and will remain integral to the environmental management mission. But we also need to remember the lab's work has been and will be integral to the department's meeting its national security mission as well. And the department and the Savannah River's National Lab's work has been and will be continue to be important in helping this country become the innovation leader in all of the ranges of work, in all of the types of technologies, and in all the types of challenges that we have. That innovative technology and the new manufacturing innovation that are coming out of the Savannah Lab will be the key to the future for this country, and it'll be the key to the future for this region and for this state. So please join me in congratulating all those who've been part of this tremendous asset, the Savannah River National Laboratory. Congratulations and thank you on this important and significant day.